pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Red Devils. Welcome back to another week of school. This is Mariana.
And Nick. We're your anchors for today.
Before we get started on some announcements, a reminder that the juniors are taking the SAT with essay today, so here are some things to be aware of.
You will not be allowed to enter the CRC building until after testing is over. If you are unsure of your alternate location, please see the flyer on your Google Classroom or the flyers posted around the school.
Now, to get our day started, let's start off with some weather announcements from Aaliyah and Jessica.
Good morning, Kinnick.
It's Jessica.
And Aaliyah.
Welcome back to your weekly weather scoop.
This week is going to be a very rainy one.
Not only this, but we will see a small drop in temperature.
But don't worry, because the sun will be back on Friday.
Today we are looking at a high of 52 degrees Fahrenheit or 11 degrees Celsius with a low of 38 degrees Fahrenheit or 3 degrees Celsius.
Tomorrow there will be a high of 43 degrees Fahrenheit or 6 degrees Celsius with a low of 39 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius.
And that's all for this week's weather scoop.
Wait, I think we're forgetting something.
Oh yeah, it's time for some weather trivia.
Where is the windiest place on Earth? A, Antarctica, B, the Sahara Desert, C, Mount Everest, or D, Greenland?
And the answer is A, Antarctica.
Commonwealth Bay in Antarctica holds the Guinness World Record for the windiest place on Earth, with winds reaching over 150 miles per hour on a regular basis.
And that's officially all for now.
See you next week.
Go Devils!
Looks like it isn't as nice as it was last week.
Turn that frown upside down, because we have Miss Hurst and Dr. Morton coming to share a few words with us today.
Good morning, Red Devils. This is Miss Hurst with Dr. Morton, and welcome to another edition of KTV's Admin Segment.
Good morning, Red Devils. We have a lot to cover today, so let's get into it.
First of all, kudos to all our Kinnick students for being responsible Red Devils at lunch. Every lunch area that we go to, including McDonald's, has been respectful and full of students representing us with pride. Thank you so much.
Can you believe that we are into the spring sports season already? We're excited to cheer on our spring athletes in Kinnick fashion, so be sure to represent our school well as you attend competitions and events. We also have plenty of other activities, including Model United Nations, a mock trial event, another play, and we also have a few concerts.
Ladies, it's getting to be that time of the year again, and the major dress code violation, in fact, I think the only dress code violation, is the crop top shirt. Now, I know you can't help what's sold in the NEX or off base as far as style goes, but unfortunately, I have to uphold the DODEA dress code. So please do us all a favor by wearing something under your favorite short top so that you and I don't have to have a conversation. Thank you for understanding.
Now, in sad news, we're shocked and saddened to report that in an actual high school in 2025, we have students that are immature enough to vandalize our bathrooms. Unfortunately, our custodial staff has to clean up at the end of the day due to these students' decisions. But rest assured, we intend to address this issue fully. If you or someone you know is taking part in these pranks, I advise you to stop immediately and ask them to stop, and please report it to me as soon as possible. These types of decisions do not reflect the Kinnick students that we have come to know and love. Red Devils, it's up to you to police our school community and help us redirect the negative behaviors of a few of our students.
In fact, when I brought this up with another principal, they said, boy, that seems like middle school behavior. So I sure hope that you guys are going to patrol yourself a little bit more maturely in the future. But on a positive note, like Dr. Morton said, it's time to start enjoying some spring sports, a musical, and a variety of other opportunities. Our students, you guys are so multi-talented and do such a great job at your extracurricular activities. I'm looking forward to seeing everything that you have to offer this fourth quarter.
Me too. And now for our On Fire Awards, starting with Ms. Chandler, who would like to acknowledge the following students for their fortitude and assistance during the NJROTC special event fundraiser. They did a wonderful job taking care of the Culinary Arts Kitchen. Canon Anista and Michaela Hirado. Ms. Chandler would also like to give a special thanks to Mr. Kaz Matsunaga of YMS for stepping in and providing assistance in procuring the items needed for the Kinnick Culinary Arts Far East team. Dr. Austinson would like to acknowledge Sebastian Bish for his fortitude as he is really improving yearbook and continues to work hard even when there is a learning curve and demands are high. Keep it up, Sebastian.
Good job.
Dr. Marlin would like to acknowledge the following students for showcasing integrity, patience, and compassion to their peers while taking the time to help others. Jonay Flannery, Luna Muniz Correa, and Dr. Marlin would also like to highlight Jasleen Bautista for her fortitude as she worked through difficult content in U.S. history class. Mr. Krause would like to acknowledge the following students for their enterprising spirits. These students showed leadership and took ownership in Kinnick by putting together a fun ensemble. Jacob Miller, Eric Goldman, Grace Lauman, Victor Martinez, Walter Bailey, Aiko Kadota, Riley Decker. Mr. Krause would also like to highlight the following students for their enterprising spirit while showing initiative and ownership of the shared band space. The band building has never looked better. Marcus Martinez, William Konopka, Riley Decker, and Jaden House. Ms. Craycraft would like to acknowledge both Jameson DeBorja and Annabella Hernandez for their integrity as they worked to make sure that the tables in the library were clean and free of all trash and art supplies once they were finished. Ms. Craycraft would also like to acknowledge Mr. Keita Fukumoto for his enterprising spirit as he went the extra when the laminating rolls were delayed. He also was able to find a solution that would tie us over until ours arrives. Mr. Stovall would like to acknowledge the following students for their fortitude as they spent countless hours assisting the boys basketball team all season, being great managers and an important part of the team. Mackenzie Talbot, Rachel Vite, Maria Mott, and Nia Yu. Mr. Stevens would like to acknowledge Mr. Voth for his incredible responsibility during the first ever Kinnick Avid ski trip. Mr. Voth was an integral part of the success and could not have happened without his assistance. Great job, everyone.
Whew, that was a lot of On Fire Awards.
Absolutely.
Good job, Kinnick. Okay, well, that's all that we have for this week's edition of KTV.
Go Big Red.
And have a great Kinnick week.
Thank you, admins. Your faces brighten up our days.
Here's a message from Kinnick's MTSS Positive Behavior Intervention System team. Starting March 5th, students will be able to nominate peers for On Fire Awards. Links to the nomination will be shared to your Google Class of pages under Classwork, then General Information.
If you see a peer or staff member showing fortitude, integrity, responsibility, or enterprising spirit, please fill out the link to show your appreciation of their positive contribution to our school culture. Keep in mind, your nominations are recorded and monitored by the Kinnick staff, so please keep responses accurate and appropriate.
The NJROTC is hosting an Easter-themed gram sale in the courtyard during lunch from March 3rd to 7th. The large gram will cost 700 yen or $5, while the small gram is 500 yen or $3. Make sure to go out and purchase one of the NJROTC Easter grams.
Here's some information for the seniors. The correct amount of field trip permission slips and tracker forms plus 2 extras were delivered to you yesterday by senior class council students or Miss Lewis. Please make sure to ask your seminar teachers for these slips. They are due to Miss Lewis no later than March 6th, Thursday. While you're at it, please make sure to pick up your senior shirts too.
One last thing for the seniors, make sure to submit your memories and inspirational quotes to go with your senior portrait in this year's yearbook. The Google form is in your Google Classroom. All submissions close on March 5th.
An exciting announcement from the KTV team. All 24-25 school years KTV will be available. The link sent out by Mr. Rothney in your Google Classroom.
If you like to watch KTV and would like to be involved, consider registering for VidCom classes next year. We would love to have you.
And that's all for this episode of KTV.
Thanks for watching. This has been Mariana.
And Nick.
Have a great Kinnick week.
week.